Starting off our list today at number 10, we have Mod Sun. So imagine waking up one morning and realizing your fiance isn't in bed with you, and when you go to your notifications on your phone, you realize that she is now with Tyga. Well, this is exactly what happened to Mod Sun. With Mod speaking out about his relationship woes, it turns out that he was really as blindsided by Avril Lavigne's relationship with Tyga just as much as the media is making it sound like. So if you haven't been following last week's shocking reports that started to hit the internet and media outlets stating that Avril had called off her engagement to Mod Sun, now there really wasn't much information as why this happened, but things got even more complicated when you factor in that Avril was spotted out with Kylie Jenner's ex-boyfriend Tyga just before she broke things off with Mod. And now there's a lot of speculation surrounding the idea that Avril cheated on Mod, as she's now been seen kissing Tyga and holding hands with the rapper in public. Who would have thought in 2023 we would see Tyga move on from Kylie Jenner and get with Avril Lavigne, and then see Mod Sun cry about how he's so heartbroken. Number 9, Selena Gomez. So back in 2016, Selena Gomez had a pretty savage moment with her on and off ex-boyfriend Justin Bieber. Just after Justin started his new relationship with Sofia Richie, when he posted a photo on Instagram of the two, Justin's fans hit the comment section where they started to get pretty savage. It got to the point where Justin even had to take to his social media account to say, "I'm gonna make my Instagram private if you guys don't stop this hate. It's getting out of hand, and if you guys are really my fans, you wouldn't be so mean to people that I like." The situation then escalated further when his followers noticed that Selena had posted a comment on the picture of Justin and Sofia as well, when she went on to say, "If you can't handle the hate, then stop posting pictures of your girlfriend, lol. It should be special between you two only. Don't be mad at your fans, they love you." Justin then went to clap back by saying, "It's funny to see people that used me for attention and still try to point fingers this way. All love." Selena then came out to expose the sorry singer by implying that he had cheated on her by saying, "Funny how the ones that cheated multiple times are pointing fingers at the ones that were forgiving and supportive. No wonder fans are mad, sad, all love." So Hailey should probably watch out. Number 8, Miley Cyrus. 2023 has so far been a big year for Miley with the release of her newest album, Endless Summer Vacation. I don't think any of us were really ready for her hit single Flowers, which is featured on the album, where she drops some major Easter eggs, all while shading her ex Liam Hemsworth. It got to the point now that he's actually suing Miley for smearing his name. With fans drawing connections between the lyrics and her relationship with her ex-husband, it is clear that Miley really all wanted us to know the tea. As not only did the Wild Child drop the song on Liam's birthday, but she also dissed the song that Liam dedicated his last dance to at their wedding. But she also wore a suit that Liam wore to a red carpet where he told her to behave, and she also filmed the video in a house where he apparently brought 14 other women to so he could cheat on Miley with. There's also this gold dress that resembles a picture of what Jennifer Lawrence once wore on the red carpet one time, and it's speculated Miley wore this dress to address the rumors that Liam cheated on her with Jennifer. And considering that Jennifer once said in an interview that she had kissed Liam when they weren't on set, the rumors are just true. Hey my little peaches, are you liking this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Number 7, Megan Fox. Back in February, Megan Fox had us all asking some major questions when she deleted her Instagram account just after she shared a post on the social media platform that hinted at a possible breakup with MGK. And in the post, she may or may have not hinted that the rapper had cheated on her when she posted a series of photos of herself and a video of an envelope being burned in a fire pit where she paid tribute to Beyonce's 2016 album Lemonade, when she wrote, "You can taste the dishonesty." She then went on to unfollow everyone and went on to follow Timothée Chalamet, Eminem, and even Harry Styles. Also, just before she deleted her account, one fan started to suggest that Kelly was unfaithful in the couple's relationship, writing, "He probably got with Sophie," to which Megan responded by saying, "Maybe I got with Sophie." When Megan did finally come back to Instagram, she did try to deny that MGK cheated on her, but since both have been unseen and quiet on the issue, and it's even been revealed that they may not be together today. So do we think that MGK really cheated on Megan Fox? And if he did, why would he cheat on her with his guitarist when she's not even that attractive? Like, look at Megan Fox. Number 6, Jennifer Aniston. So this story goes all the way back to the 90s, while Jennifer was still dating Brad Pitt. The two by the 2000s were officially married, and they seemed to be like a dream come true. Sadly enough, soon rumors would start to say that Brad Pitt had cheated on his wife, and later on, it would be revealed that this rumor was actually true, as Brad got involved with Angelina Jolie, while he was still married to Jennifer Aniston. The worst part about this whole controversy is that Jennifer once even had an interaction with Angelina, and they even exchanged pleasantries about the latter working with her now ex-husband. As she told Angelina, "Brad is so excited about working with you. I hope you guys have a really good time." But clearly Angelina took "have a really good time" part a little too literally. Then Jennifer Aniston would come out to confirm that the rumors were true by stating that she was devastated by Brad's actions. But honestly, Brad's probably kicking the air right now on the fact that he even left Jennifer Aniston for Angelina Jolie because she turned out to be an utter nightmare.
Number 5. Tristan Thompson. Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson are two names you've certainly heard before when talking about famous breakups. The reality star and the basketball player first got together in 2016, and the media quickly began chronicling their romance. They were together for 2 long years, even having a child together during that time. The pair seemed to be in a healthy relationship, with Khloe constantly posting pictures of them together around the world. In 2018, video was leaked online of Tristan touching and kissing 2 women that were not Khloe. Despite the hard evidence of his misdeeds, Khloe ultimately chose to stay with Tristan and allow him to father their child properly. 10 months following the leak, the couple officially split after countless more accusations of infidelity arose. Khloe would get back together with Tristan one more time a year later, but the current status of these two are co-parents and nothing more. Not only did Tristan ruin his relationship with Khloe, but possibly his daughter as well. Number 4. Niall Horan. Recently, Hailee Steinfeld has begun to carve a path for herself in the filming industry, as she seems to be casted in new franchises left and right. She's popped up in the Pitch Perfect movies, Transformers, and is now a permanent member of the MCU as Kate Bishop. In 2017, the internet was taken by storm when it was announced that herself and former One Direction member Niall Horan were officially an item. People were so excited to see them together, as Niall was fresh off his split from One Direction and looking forward to his new solo career, and Hailee Steinfeld was becoming well known for her vocal skills after her role in Pitch Perfect 2. Unfortunately, the couple called it quits after only a few short months together, and this left many fans upset but curious as to the true nature of the split. Steinfeld confirmed in her song Wrong Direction that the split came as a result of Niall being unfaithful towards her. While she never actually points him out by name, the lyrics "I probably should have known, but I just wanted to believe you were out sleeping alone," along with the song literally being called Wrong Direction, are evidence enough to piece together who this thing's really about. Too bad for Niall, as not only does he miss out on dating Hailee Steinfeld, but his solo career did not go that well. Number 2. Tiger Woods. Since 1999, the famous golfer had not gone a single year without winning at least one golf major championship. In fact, between the years of 1997 and 2008, he won 14 majors. He was married to a model, he had a beautiful home and pockets full of cash. What more could he want? Well, apparently he wanted someone that was not his wife. In late November of 2009, Tiger was seen by neighbors being chased out of his home by his wife Ellen Nordegren with a golf club before peeling out of his driveway in his Escalade and crashing into a fire hydrant and then a tree. He lied unconscious on the street for 6 minutes before coming to, but by that time, it was already too late. News coverage began speculating that there may be a case of infidelity with Tiger and his wife. While the rumors were that Tiger may have had a mistress on the side, it turns out that this guy actually had a lady in every course, so to speak. He admitted on air to the misdoings and lost his endorsements with Nike, Gatorade, Gillette, and Accenture before announcing his retirement from golf entirely. Woods reportedly confessed to sleeping with 120 women outside of his marriage, but it wasn't until April 2010 when Ellen decided to split up with Woods for good, after she discovered one of his mistresses was the next door neighbor's daughter who was in college at the time. Hey, go Capanu! Number 2. Scott Disick. Keeping Up with the Kardashians is a historical series in the world of reality television. For over a decade, fans have been able to watch the family grow both literally and figuratively with the addition of friends, family, and in this case, lovers. Scott and Kourtney's story began where all fairy tale relationships begin, at a famous friend's house in Mexico. In 2006, the pair attended a mutual friend's party at his home in Mexico. A photo from that night shows the two sitting together but nowhere near each other. Now, Disick recounts liking Kourtney immediately immediately, but she wanted nothing to do with him at first. But something must have changed in between A and B, as the two appeared as a couple on the series premiere of the reality show Keeping Up with the Kardashians in 2007. At first, the family was standoffish, claiming that Scott was immature and that his loyalty meant nothing, but Kris Jenner, Kourtney's mom, said in one episode that she knew Scott was cheating on her daughter, she just wasn't sure how to go about the situation. Disick denied the claims and reaffirmed his love for Kourtney until he could deny no longer when sisters Kim and Khloe Kardashian found a series of text messages on an old phone that he had to someone named My Wife. The text revealed that he had cheated on her while the family was staying in the Hamptons. Kim was furious for like a second. A year later, she would announce that the pair were expecting their first child together, seemingly making the whole cheating ordeal water under the bridge. But it didn't stop. Over the years, the couple has split and healed over and over and over again, and one time, Scott Disick even entered rehab with the support of Kourtney, and he still cheated on her. In 2015, another round of allegations came out and they split again, only to get back together again, and then they split up again. As of today, they seem to have called it quits for good, but good God, does that sound like a complicated relationship. And number 1, Justin Bieber. Justin is one of those pop stars that you want to like, but sometimes he's just a little too chaotic for his own good. In his early days of fame, Bieber admitted in an interview that Disney Channel star Selena Gomez was his celebrity crush. Following the interview, their managers arranged for a little get-together for the pair, and the sparks were flying. At first, it seemed like Justin may be in the friend zone, but after a while, it was revealed that the two were in fact dating, and we couldn't have been more excited for them. Unfortunately, Justin was not as committed to the relationship as we might have hoped. Rumors began circulating that Justin was cheating on Selena with Rihanna. Yeah, that's right, that was a rumor. And while I'm pretty sure it wasn't Rihanna, like we can agree on that, it was confirmed that he was cheating with someone. When Selena found that out, the couple quickly split. They got back together and split up a couple more times after that, but their relationship just seemed to be getting worse and worse. So maybe these two finally calling it quits was best for everyone. And there you have it, those are the 10 celebrities that have destroyed their relationships after cheating. Who do you know that is a dirty, rotten cheater and deserves to be on this list? Well, let us know in the comments below. Number 10, Scott Disick. A cheating scandal involving Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Whoa, how unheard of! Scott has had his claws dug into the Kardashian family for over a decade, despite his constant bad decision-making and partying lifestyle. He appeared as Kourtney's boyfriend on the series premiere of the family reality series and has been a chaotic bad in their lives ever since. In season 2, Kourtney confronts Scott for the first time following the revelation of a series of texts on his old cell phone to someone whose contact was listed as My Wife. This led to their first breakup and was the first instance of a public cheating being outed. Now, that wasn't the last one though. The couple would get back together and split over and over, and they even had 3 kids in the process. But Scott has a problem and he can't seem to keep his hands to himself. Literally months after the birth of his 3rd child, he was caught cheating on Kourtney with an ex in Costa Rica. Scott is still involved in the family unit to this day despite his serial cheating, but his presence on the show brings with it just a cloud of cringe. Number 9, Will Smith. Will Smith is a husband, father, and a professional smack master. In season 3, episode 12 of the reality TV show Red Table Talk, Jada Pinkett Smith invited her husband Will onto the show. During the interview, the topic of infidelity was brought up, and Will confronted Jada about an alleged relationship between herself and a singer named August Alsina during a brief separation between himself and Jada in 2015. Jada was taken back at first, but then went on to break down what really happened on her end. Following this episode, August went online and claimed that he had to have Will's blessing to be in the relationship, despite the pair technically being separated at that time. Now, Will never mentioned this, and Jada just denies that Will ever gave August permission. But when referring to the situation as an entanglement, Will kinda snapped and he made her correct herself to say the word relationship instead. Her show was eventually cancelled along with the rest of the Smith family. Yeah, you guys should have just kept your drama to yourselves. Number 8, Tristan Thompson. Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson were happily together for quite some time until news of Tristan being seen kissing another woman was revealed on an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It turns out that Tristan had been seen kissing a woman named Jordan Woods, who at the time was Kylie Jenner's best friend. Khloe's reaction to the event is intense. In clips from the episode, she is seen and heard yelling on a phone and claiming that the scandal had torn her family apart. Okay, Not long after that revelation, Khloe seemed to forgive Tristan, but not Jordan. But they both were equally to blame, so like why be nice to Tristan? They got back together only for him to cheat on her again 2 years later, and this time the evidence was clear because the woman that he had an affair with birthed his child. Kinda hard to forgive something like that for obvious reasons. They are no longer together, and they're probably better for it. Number 7. Stephen Bear. Celebrity Big Brother is a spin-off of the regular Big Brother reality show in which celebrities are forced to live in a massive air hangar full of furniture from the brick. They compete in various competitions and slowly vote each other out. It's literally a popularity contest. In one season, a celebrity named Stephen Bear, who has basically just been on reality shows, began a steamy fling with his fellow housemate Chloe Khan, who is a model. They were together on the show for 3 weeks until one night a little twist came through the door. A twist by the name of Lily Lexi Gregg, Bear's longtime girlfriend and famous fashion designer. She confronted him the moment she stepped into the house. She said she needed to look him in the eyes when she told him what he did to her. Bear looks stunned when she comes in, and it probably doesn't help that he has like a small stack of donuts on his head when she does. It's kind of funny. Lily and Bear were together for several months before he entered the Big Brother house, with Lily claiming that she literally walked him to the front door and had to go home to his family. After learning of the romance sparking in the house, she reached out to producers and she got herself a spot in the hangar. Following the confrontation, Bear dumped Lexi in front of the entire house and the entire world, claiming that the experience made him realize that he wanted to be single and explore possible relationships. Okay man, oldest excuse in the book, bud. Number 6. Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom is a former NBA pro and he was married to Khloe Kardashian in 2009. And it seems Khloe just can't catch a break. In a sneak peek of his new documentary presented by TMZ, Lamar shared the fact that there is still plenty the public doesn't know about his serial cheating during his relationship to Khloe. While married to Khloe, Odom would have a slew of random women come through the house, sometimes multiple people at once. He also admits to having full-blown relationships while he was traveling with the NBA. Khloe discovered that Lamar was trying to cover his tracks by using her assistant's phone to message women behind her back. This caused her to go full-blown detective mode. Herself and momager Kris Jenner decided to take matters into their own hands and followed Odom to a hotel where he was caught cheating for the first time. They caught him surrounded by several women while under the influence of heavy substances, and despite this, the relationship continued until 2013 when Khloe finally had enough and called it quits. Lamar has recently come forward calling his actions embarrassing and hopes to reconnect with Khloe in the near future, but he's also claimed to have been with over 2,000 women, so I don't know, maybe she should just steer clear of that one.
Number 5. Ime Udoka. Actress Nia Long had been in a relationship with Celtics coach Ime Udoka for well over a decade, and the two share a 10-year-old son. Just 2 weeks before they planned to move their family to Boston, where they were house hunting, Nia learned about his betrayal. It turns out her fiance was having an affair with a married front office staffer. It was Ime who reportedly came clean to the actress about the affair because news of his infidelity was about to be made public. On September the 22nd, the Boston Celtics announced that the coach had been suspended for the 2022 to 2023 season for violating team rules. Nia then released a statement addressing her heartbreak, saying, "The outpouring of love and support from family, friends, and the community during this difficult time means so much to me." Ime also released a statement saying, "I want to apologize to our players, fans, the entire Celtics organization, and my family for letting them down. I am so sorry for putting the team in this difficult situation, and I accept the team's decision." Number 4. Sebastian Bear McLeod. Early this month, Emily Ratajkowski filed for divorce from film producer husband Sebastian in Manhattan Supreme Court after 4 years of marriage. Back in July, a source close to the model confirmed that the couple had broken up because of his infidelity. Quote, "He cheated. He's a serial cheater. It's gross. He's a dog." Although Emily hasn't spoken out directly about her personal life, she has removed both her engagement ring and wedding band and has been photographed without the jewelry for at least 3 weeks. She chose not to trash Sebastian publicly, but instead subtly confirmed the rumors by liking several tweets, including one that said, "Emrata, finally free from that man, just proves that God is actually very real." And "I can't believe that little B cheated on Emrata." In truth, everyone was especially surprised that Emily got cheated on, given her insane beauty and supermodel status. Pretty soon the internet flooded with women in despair saying things like, "Well, if Emily Ratajkowski got cheated on, then no one is safe." Number 3. Neo. In early August, Crystal Renee Smith filed for divorce from Neo after 6 years of marriage, alleging that he had not only fathered a child with another woman, but had been cheating on her for 8 years with multiple women. She exposed him on Instagram, saying, "8 years of lies and deception, 8 years of unknowingly sharing my life and husband with numerous women who sell their bodies to him unprotected, every last one of them. To say I'm heartbroken and disgusted accepted is an understatement. To ask me to stay and accept it is absolutely insane. The mentality of a narcissist. Neo responded on Twitter writing, "For the sake of our children, my family and I will work through our challenges behind closed doors." But the worst part was that Crystal discovered the truth just 3 months after she and her husband had renewed their wedding vows. The betrayal that she would have felt is immeasurable, particularly because in her case, the cheating had been going on for such a long period of time before she ever found out. Number 2, Matthew Morrison. In late May, it was reported that the Glee star got kicked off season 17 of So You Think You Can Dance because he developed an inappropriate relationship with a female contestant. Matthew has been married to Renee Puente since 2014, but he still decided to pursue a female contestant on the show, who has not been named, and sent her flirty DMs on Instagram. A US Weekly source claimed that the messages contained sexual innuendos and were flirty to the extent that he was overstepping boundaries. Eventually, the contestant felt so uncomfortable with his line of comments that she went to producers, who then got Fox Studios involved. After they did an internal investigation, Matthew was fired on the spot. The following week, the father of two tried to recover his reputation and took to Instagram, insisting that he only asked the contestant for her phone number to help her get a job as a choreographer on a different show. Yeah, I don't think anyone was buying that. And coming in at number 1, Monty Lopez. During an interview with Page Six in early July, influencer Renee Ash claimed that she had a 5-month affair with Addison Rae's father, Monty Lopez, after he misled and lied to her about the state of his marriage with Sherry Nicole Easterling. She said, "He told me that we were gonna be together and have babies together. I thought we had something real. He told me a story of his marriage that convinced me that they were apart and in the process of getting a divorce." The 25-year-old said that she dumped Monty in early July after several other women told her that he had hit on them in person and on social media. She said, "I loved him and I believed him. When I found out about the other young girls, my heart broke." The creepy part is that Renee is just 4 years older than Addison, and Monty is 46. What's even crazier is that the affair led his wife to hook up with the rapper Young Gravy, much to everyone's surprise. But the only person who must be truly embarrassed about all this is Addison Rae.
Number 10. Joe Alwyn. Joe Alwyn made his big screen debut playing the titular character in Ang Lee's 2016 drama Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk. The film tells the story of Billy, a private in the military who returns home and is praised as a hero, but through a series of flashbacks we learn what really happened during his time away from home. The movie received critical acclaim and Joe's career was kicked off. He co-starred in several other projects since then, but made paparazzi front page after rumors of his supposed cheating on Taylor Swift. Joe and Taylor spent 6 years together before calling it quits. With this being one of her longest relationships to date, we had to wonder what split them up. Rumor has it that they broke up because Joe was cheating on Taylor with his co-star of The Brutalist, Emma Laird. Emma posted a photo on Instagram with the caption "Moments in March" and just a little heart emoji. While there were plenty of pics in the album, the one that stuck out was the photo of Joe appearing to hop on a little electric scooter. No Taylor in sight and no explanation as to why they were together. The reaction from Swifties was so strong that Emma literally had to turn her comments off. Since news broke of the split between Alwyn and Swift, Emma has been spotted comforting Joe, only adding more fuel to the rumor fire. Number 9. Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney. Glenn and Sydney will be sharing a spot on this list as the situations they've put themselves in are pretty similar. You may know Glenn from his role in the recent Top Gun sequel Maverick, and you will recognize Sydney from the hit HBO series Euphoria. These two began filming a rom-com together in Australia earlier this year, and it turns out they got along really well. After being cast to play romantic interests in the film, the two spent so much time together that it would seem their chemistry had blossomed into a full-fledged romance. For a few months, photos of the pair kissing and cuddling both on and off set have been circulating online, and honestly, they're really cute together and they seem to have a genuine connection instead of some like PR forced relationship because they're in a movie together. Now that's too bad though, considering that they were both seeing someone before they met. Powell had been in a relationship with a woman named Gigi Paris for 3 years, and Sweeney was engaged to a businessman named Jonathan Davino, who she had been dating for 4 years. When they met on set, it was like they stepped into another dimension where their partners just didn't exist and they were free to be whoever they wanted to be. Of course, photos and rumors began swirling, and in in April of this year, Gigi officially announced the end of her relationship to Powell after she discovered the rumors were true and they were in fact a couple. While they may have destroyed their already existing relationships, a new one is surely to rise from the ashes. Number 8. Liam Payne. You may recognize Liam as one of the fresh faces from the boy band One Direction. Although the band split up, each member has had their fair share of success, with Harry Styles and Zayn Malik being the most successful of the bunch. Unfortunately for Liam, his fanbase is still highly active, and they don't seem to have a full grasp on the concept of tagging people in posts. Recently, a fan page posted a pic of Liam with his arms wrapped around a woman, and the caption, "Liam and Maya look so cute here." Maya is of course in reference to Maya Henry, a Victoria's Secret model and Liam's fiance at the time. Interestingly though, the woman in the photo was not Maya. In fact, Maya herself commented on the page that she loves the fans and appreciates their support, but please stop sending her photos of her fiance with his arms wrapped around another woman. Just hours after the photo was posted, the hashtag Liam Payne cheating was trending online. Finding out someone is cheating on you is hard enough, but having to learn that information via an Instagram post is beyond brutal. Maya decided to end the engagement with Liam to let him do whatever he was gonna do. Number 7. Will Smith. In 2015, Will Smith starred in a film called Focus, in which he plays a con man in the midst of his latest scheme when a woman from his past, played by Margot Robbie, arrives and throws his plan for a loop. The timing of this film being made could not have been more perfect, as we now know that Will and his wife Jada were taking a break at that time. For Jada, this meant an entanglement with August Alsina, and for Will, this meant himself and Robbie were free to rehearse their scenes in private. It was confirmed that Margot and Will were seeing each other during production of Focus, and his wife was not happy about it. Despite being legally married in 1997, the institutionalized concept of tying the knot just never really sat with Jada, so apparently she only married Will because she became pregnant with Jaden and felt that it was the right move. Yeah, that's always a healthy way to start a marriage. Force. While Jada herself is also a cheater and has publicly admitted it, she has held a grudge towards Margot for 8 years with no signs of it stopping. Will and Jada are still together, but we can all agree that that relationship is the Titanic and there is an iceberg dead ahead. Number 6. Ashton Kutcher. In case that didn't unlock the MTV vault that is surely hidden deep within your memory, allow me to enlighten you. Ashton rose to fame following his successful role on the hit sitcom That 70s Show, as well as his time hosting the MTV prank series Punk'd. He married fellow actor Miss Demi Moore in 2005 and stayed married for nearly 8 years. The split seemed to come from nowhere. There was some speculation that Ashton ended things to be with his current wife Mila Kunis, but that speculation was revealed to be complete bull poo-poo. In Demi's book titled Inside Out, she revealed that the cause of the split was actually due to Ashton's infidelity. Apparently, he cheated on her multiple times and pressured her into including a third party in their escapades. When Ashton found out about this news becoming public, he was royally upset. According to Ashton himself, he had finally gotten to a place where the media was leaving him and his family alone, and literally the next day following this news, paparazzi were waiting for him outside of his kid's school. Not only did his cheating ruin his relationship with Demi, but now it may be the cause of another separation between himself and Mila.
At number 5, we have Liam Payne. Now, Liam Payne landed himself into hot water after his fiancée, Maya Henry, discovered that Liam had cheated on her after an Instagram fan account posted a picture of Liam with Aliana Mala. The images that were originally shared to Aliana's Instagram story included one photo of Liam wrapping his hands around Aliana's back. In a series of photos that would show the two holding hands, Maya would then comment on the photo to say, "I love all the fans so much, but please stop sending me these pictures of my fiance wrapped around another woman. This is not me, and it's hard enough knowing that this happened without seeing it." Now, Liam didn't take too kindly for being outed for being unfaithful, nor being referred to Maya as her fiance, and his agent would then later say that Maya's comments referring to Liam as her fiance are untrue and misleading. At number 4, we have Tristan Thompson. So since Khloe and Tristan started dating back in 2016, the couple has been consistently on and off. However, in the beginning of the year, Tristan would propose to Khloe, and the two would be secretly engaged for 9 months, and they even revealed that they were going to have a second child. Now, around this time, Marley Nichols would come out to say that she was also pregnant with Tristan's child, and that he had to take full responsibility for his actions. At first, Tristan did what he always tries to do, and he tried to deny the rumors, but after a paternity test proved that he was the father, the NBA player would then come out to say, "Today the the paternity test results revealed that I am the father of Mara Lee Nichols' child, and he went to acknowledge that he hurt Chloe, who he was still dating at the time when his newborn was conceived. At number 3, we have Randall Emmett. Now, Randall Emmett became majorly burned after getting caught cheating by his fiancée, Lala Kent, earlier this year. When the Vanderpump Rules star wiped her Instagram clean of Emmett back in early October, many fans started to speculate something was seriously wrong. Emmett would then be accused of cheating on Lala with a couple of girls while he was in Nashville. Emmett was able to get away with cheating on Lala for so long because he was using burner Instagram accounts and he had a burner phone that he would use to text other girls on. Now, Randall hasn't come out to confirm the allegations, but he has said he'll never talk ill about Lala because she is the mother of his 1-year-old child. At number 2, we have Matthew Rondeau. Now, Shanna Moakler posted some pretty cryptic messages about Matthew Rondeau following their breakup. The post that she would post on her Instagram story would fuel rumors that Matthew cheated on her with multiple women. Shauna would write, "Stop stressing over a guy who can't be yours because he wants to be with everyone." Now, their breakup would come as somewhat of a surprise to fans, as Shauna has been gushing about how supportive Matthew has been with helping her create new content. Matthew would then, in a deleted Instagram story, come out to say that he would never speak to Shauna ever again, and he also claimed that she had been seeing other people while they were still together. And at number 1 today, we have Travis Scott. So last week, Instagram model Rojan Carr shared on her private story a video of Travis on set of a shoot. This video would start speculation that the two have met up. Now, Travis would come out to say that a lot of weird things were happening and going on, and that an uninvited person showed up on his set, and that fans needed to stop telling fictional stories. Now, Rojan would then come out to say that everyone is aware that he and her have been seeing each other, and in recent times they have been together, and that he cheats on Kylie every single night. The model then went on to note that she was even with Travis on Valentine's Day, and when she ran out, Travis had every girl blowing up her phone to get her to come back. As sources claim that Kylie is so sick of hearing about Travis cheating accusations, and she loves him, but she's sick of his commitment issues. So what do you think? Did Travis cheat on Kylie? Let me know in the comments below. At number 10, we have Patrick Carney. After 3 years, Michelle Branch and Patrick Carney called it quits, and Michelle Branch was then arrested over a domestic dispute with her husband, who she accused of being unfaithful. The Davidson County Sheriff's Office confirmed that Michelle was taken into custody and then released on a $1,000 bond. The singer will then be due back to court on November 7th. Just before the incident occurred, Michelle had tweeted and deleted a note 2 hours earlier claiming that the Black Keys drummer had cheated on her while she was at home caring for her 6-month-old baby. Michelle would then later address that she and Patrick were splitting, and she would also say that she was devastated and that a rug was completely pulled out from underneath her, and now she had to figure out how she could move forward. At number 9, we have Matthew Lawrence. In late August, Cheryl took to TikTok to share a video of herself and accused her ex of cheating on her. Cheryl went on to say that the guy she was seeing would never talk to his mistress again, but then she found text messages and a necklace hidden in a pair of his shoes. Cheryl then went on to write across a video in which she would suggest that Matthew had been unfaithful during their marriage. The Dancing with the Star pro would then caption the clip with the feature of Adele singing "The Last Time" from her song "When We Were Young." Cheryl would then write, "This is the last time, and it's absolutely right. Goodbye forever." Now, Cheryl was definitely going through the blues now that her divorce was finalized, so she never did call out the cheater by name, but considering that she's never been with anybody else after the couple split, it's clear that Matthew cheated. Hey Peaches, are you liking this video so far? If so, give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on all the gossip to come. At number 8, we have Ne-Yo. Ne-Yo and estranged wife Crystal Renee filed for divorce, and it's alleged that Ne-Yo recently fathered a child amid cheating allegations. In August, Crystal filed paperwork and argued that she was entitled to a divorce from Ne-Yo under the grounds that their marriage is broken with no hope for fixing it, and that she knows that Ne-Yo committed the act of adultery. Crystal then went on to claim that Ne-Yo had fathered a child with his mistress. The model then alleged in a really emotional Instagram post that she endured 8 years of unknowingly sharing the musician with numerous women, and that she was completely heartbroken by it. Now, Ne-Yo never came out to address the cheating rumors. However, he did say that he will never talk bad upon Crystal, as she is the mother of his child, and he'll always choose to respect her because she's a fantastic woman. At number 7, we have Sam Hunt. Now, it's never a good idea to cheat on your spouse. However, we can argue that sometimes there are certain times worse than others. And Sam Hunt cheating on his wife just months before she was due to give her first child, it's one of those times. In papers his wife filed back in May, Hannah cited that Sam was found guilty of inappropriate marital conduct and adultery adultery. TMZ would also report that within her filing, Hannah also checked a box reading that the husband is guilty of such cruel and inhumane treatment or conduct towards the spouse as renders cohabitation unsafe or improper. Now, the divorce papers were filed just a few months before she was due for having her child and the couple's 5-year wedding anniversary. Hannah is now looking to receive child support, alimony, and primary custody of the couple's child. At number 6, we have Angelina Purvinek. Jersey Shore star Angelina Purvinek had a secret affair for 2 years behind her husband Chris's back. Insiders have said that Angelina has been dating New Jersey native Joseph Tarallo throughout much of her marriage to Chris before he filed for divorce back in January. Joe and Angelina started seeing each other back in 2020 and immediately started to spend more time together. Apparently, she was barely going home and it caused a lot of trouble for her and Chris's relationship. When Chris learned about the relationship, he immediately moved out of the house just before the holiday season, and then he would give her another chance. However, she continued to see Joe, and it caused Chris to file for a divorce. Number 5, Emma Thompson. In an interview back in November, Emma Thompson would sit down with the New Yorker where she would open up about her painful divorce from her former husband Kenneth. Emma and Kenneth first met when they were co-starring in BBC's Fortunes of War, and then they got married by 1989. And they were even said at this time to be a golden couple of the century by the British press until they eventually split. In an interview, Emma would expose how she came to learn that Kenneth was cheating on her. The actor and filmmaker was ultimately having an affair with Helen Bonham Carter, who played his love interest in the 1994 Mary Shelley's Frankenstein at the time. Kenneth had directed and starred in the movie as Victor Frankenstein, while Carter played his adoptive sister and fiancé. Emma then went on to explain that she was blindsided when it came to light about Kenneth's affair, and she was extremely heartbroken by his actions, as they made her feel half alive at one point in time. Number 4, Jennifer Garner. At one point, Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck had one of the most dreamiest stories of their time, but like all good things, it came to an end. When the couple finally called off their marriage, it was apparently due to several reasons, but the major issue was because Ben was having an affair with the couple's nanny. In 2016, Jennifer even went public with the allegations in a magazine interview where she confirmed that the rumors were true. In an interview with Vanity Fair, Jennifer would say, "Let me just tell you something. We had been separated for months before I ever heard about the nanny. She had nothing to do with our decision to divorce. She was not part of the equation. But she full on had to be, because how do you get blindsided by your husband sleeping with a nanny until after you get divorced? Something just seems fishy about all that." In the end, Jennifer would then open up about how people shouldn't attack her ex-husband for his mistakes. As she said, people have pain, do regrettable things, they feel shame. Shame equals pain. No one needs to hate him for me. I don't hate him. Number 3, Beyonce. Not only did Beyonce expose her husband for cheating on her in her album Lemonade, but she would also hint at her husband's cheating scandal in her new tracks of her new album Renaissance. When the singer finally released her long-awaited 7th studio album, which featured 16 tracks including the summer anthem Break My Soul, in multiple songs Beyonce would reference her relationship with husband Jay-Z. Now, Beyonce first spoke about her husband's infidelity back in 2016 when she released the song Becky with the Good Hair. But now Beyonce has hinted at who this woman may be with the track of Alien Superstar, where she sings, "I'm one of one, I'm number one, I'm the only one. Don't waste your time trying to compete with me. No one else in this world can think like me. I'm twisted, contradicted, keep him addicted." So who do you think Becky with the good hair is? And let us know in the comments below. Number 2, The Weeknd. Just after Selena Gomez called off things with her ex Justin Bieber, she shortly entered into a relationship with The Weeknd. But just a few months of dating, the couple would call it quits, and The Weeknd would even reveal some pretty dark reasons on why the couple ultimately called things off. But just one day before the news of The Weeknd and Selena's split came to light, Selena was actually spotted having breakfast with her ex-boyfriend at the time, Justin Bieber. And many people then started to believe that Selena's one-on-one time with Justin was the major factor that led to her breakup. And it would be hinted in The Weeknd's song Call Out My Name that Selena did in fact cheat on The Weeknd with Justin. But we already knew this, as it was revealed that when Selena got back with Justin, The Weeknd started dissing Justin and Selena at the same time, and he wouldn't have done that if she didn't cheat. And coming at number 1 today, we have Shania Twain. The fact someone even had the balls to cheat on Shania Twain really has no idea on how bad they actually messed up. But to actually think this rocking country star was even cheated on by her then husband Robert with her best friend, who was also married to a man at the time, is actually truly saddening. As who sleeps with your best friend's husband and even lives to tell the tale? Shania would then tell AARP about how she felt about the whole ordeal when she said, "It's twisted, but so beautifully twisted. Sometimes I get overwhelmed coping with things, but experience also teaches you how to manage. When you get older, you have so much experience at falling and getting up. You're not going to stop falling, but you will get better at getting up and bruising yourself off. I believe that, I've lived that." It turns out that Shania then ended up falling in love with her best friend's ex-husband, and later on they would also get married.
Number 10. Liam Payne. The former One Direction member was engaged to Maya Henry in the summer of 2020. Their romance began in 2019 when the pair was pictured together at a series of public events, and they announced their engagement the following year, and Liam proposed with a $4 million ring. But Maya first indicated there was trouble in their relationship after a fan went on Instagram and posted a slideshow of Liam hugging and kissing a mysterious brunette. The fan tagged Maya in the post, which prompted her to go off in the comments section. She wrote, "Please stop sending me these pictures of my fiance wrapped around another woman. This is not me, and it's hard enough knowing this happened without seeing it." Scandal erupted online as Liam began receiving tons of backlash for his alleged infidelity, which he adamantly denied, insisting that they weren't together at the time. Either way, the young couple eventually broke up for good that same year. If you're loving this video so far, please hit that like button, it would really help us out. Number 9. Adam Levine. The Maroon 5 frontman has been married to his Victoria's Secret supermodel wife Bahati Prinsloo for almost a decade, and the couple have 2 children together, and another one on the way. But all that came crashing down when an Instagram model named Summer Stroh went on TikTok and posted a video called "Having an Affair with a Man Who's Married to a Victoria's Secret Model," which was basically a whole video confessing that they had been in a relationship with Adam Levine for a whole year. She has also come through with a whopping amount of evidence and posted a series of DMs that Adam sent her on Instagram. To make matters worse, several months after their affair, Adam DM'd Sumner out of the blue asking if she would be okay with him naming his new baby after her. This news was perhaps one of the biggest cheating scandals of the year, and so far another 4 women have come out claiming to have been involved with the singer at one point in time. Number 8. Ned Fulmer. The internet went crazy when a video started circulating on social media of Ned Fulmer from the Try Guys kissing his employee Alex Herring at a New York City bar. Alex is actually one of the most well-known employees of the company, and over the years she's been featured in many videos. But if that wasn't bad enough, she was engaged to her fiance Will Thayer at the time, and the couple had been together for 11 years. The scandal was insane. Fans were beyond shocked that certified wife guy Ned was even capable of cheating on his beautiful wife Ariel Fulmer. He was known as a super devoted husband who loved to gush over his wife in almost every video, so he really betrayed the audience as well as his own family. As a result, he was swiftly fired from the Try Guys, and he had to put out a statement owning up to the affair, admitting to having a consensual workplace relationship. Number 7. Gerard Piqué. In early June, Barcelona and Spain football star Gerard Piqué's high-profile marriage to Colombian star Shakira allegedly ended due to his unfaithfulness. A few days later, Shakira and Piqué confirmed that they had in fact called it quits. According to Spanish newspaper Marca, the other woman was 23-year-old Clara Chia, who was dating one of his friends at the time. Piqué was allegedly smitten the first time he saw her, and they exchanged phone numbers and started dating in secret. Now, new details have emerged that he may have been cheating on Shakira as far back as 2012 with Israeli supermodel Bar Refaeli, who also happens to be Leonardo DiCaprio's ex-girlfriend. The affair was exposed when Shakira found messages detailing their intimate encounters. When she was asked about Piqué being linked to another woman, she told Elle magazine, "I can only say that I put everything I had into this relationship and my family," and pointed out that although she chose her marriage over her career, sadly it still didn't work out. Number 6. Jason Derulo. Nearly 1 year after Jason Derulo and Jenna Frooms broke off their relationship, she exposed him for cheating on her throughout their relationship. When her comment section filled up with people accusing her of sleeping around, Jenna took to Instagram to correct the narrative, saying, "It's unfortunate my situation didn't work out because we once did aspire to be married, but maybe it's best to be single than be in a relationship and constantly be disrespected and cheated on and lied to. No one aspires to be a single mom, but if your non-negotiable non-negotiables are being tested, you'll never find peace in that relationship. The 28-year-old insinuated that Jason had a whole roster of women during the time they were together. She said, "If a man wants a different girl every week over his family, I'll never accept that. We will never be able to make it work happily. I was straight up told that I should turn the other cheek. I'll never be okay with sharing a lover that I love with all my heart. If the streets come first, I can't change that."
Number 5. Ronnie Ortiz. Ronnie is one of the spray tan minions on the hit reality series The Jersey Shore. The series follows Snooki and her housemates in Jersey Shore. There's like not much to unpack there. Recently, a revival of the series premiered, now being called Jersey Shore Family Vacation. During one episode of the show, Ronnie was seen cuddling and kissing a lady in a hot tub. Oh, what's wrong with this? Well, his pregnant wife was nowhere to be found. Ronnie admitted in a talking head that it was hard having kids on the way and being with someone that you're not sure you should be with. According to him, women were coming up to him constantly, and he was sick of denying them the goods. He akined it to being in one of those money machines, and it's on, but you just keep your hands in your pocket when it starts. Several cast members confronted Ronnie on his behavior, and the footage was shared with his wife Jen. Following this, Ronnie went on air and professed his love for a former girlfriend, not even the girl he was with, from 10 years ago. Snooki even spoke up and told him to move on. Like, that's crazy. As of now, Jen and Ronnie are still together. Here's hoping Jen doesn't want another kid though. Who knows what he'll do now? Number 4. Jax Taylor. In season 1 of the show Vanderpump Rules, Jax Taylor and Stacey Schroeder had a rocky relationship. And the whole thing was documented for us all to enjoy. The allegations of him having an affair with fellow castmate Kristen Doubt, the suspicions grew following Kristen's casual acceptance of Jack's history of cheating. She was Stacey's best friend and confronted the pair on several occasions. Both denied the hookup ever taking place until Stacey was finally able to get Jax to confess live on air. The confrontation created one of the most iconic moments in the Vanderpump Rules history. While Kristen kept denying the entanglement, Jax owned up to his actions and provided details for Stacey and a man named Tom Sandoval who was also dating Kristen at the time. That's right, 2 cheaters for the price of 1. After Stacey was pushed to the brink, she began a physical altercation with Kristen, and when things eventually simmered, Kristen finally admitted the truth and apologized for her mistake. The friendship with Stacey was damaged, but she was thankful to finally know the truth. She no cray cray. Number 3. Kelsey Grammer. You may recognize Kelsey Grammer as Frasier from the hit sitcom of the same name, but to fans of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, he's the one who cheated on Camille. Real Housewife Camille Grammer accused her husband of cheating with Kate Walsh, who's now his wife. The accusation came on season 1 of the show, and it chronicled their quickly declining love life. Kelsey recalls an instance when he had just recovered from a heart attack and suddenly his mother died. Instead of consoling her husband, Camille yelled at him on the day of her funeral and told him that she wanted a divorce, a conversation they had apparently had several times. The truth was Kelsey did cheat on his wife, as only 2 months following his official divorce from Camille, he married Kate Walsh, and they're still together to this day. In this case, it sounds like cheating got Kelsey out of a rough relationship. Number 2. Dean McDermott. Tori Spelling made a name for herself in the acting world when she portrayed Donna Martin on the show 90210. She met Dean McDermott on the set of Lifetime's Mind Over Murder in 2005, a year after she had married her first husband, Charlie Sheeneen. Dean was also married when they met and had been for about 10 years. He recounts falling hard for Spelling when they met. Then he noticed her wedding ring. Both parties had been unhappy in their marriages, and while their flirting at first had no intention behind it, they eventually woke up together in a room at the Cartier Palace and had no regrets. Well, maybe not yet. In 2013, after welcoming their second son into the world, Us Weekly announced that McDermott had been unfaithful to Tori during her pregnancy. The couple aired out their grievances on Tori's reality show True Tori. However, the scandal only brought them closer together. They began doing couples counseling and have learned to communicate more openly. As of 2023, they seem to be going on strong with 0 incidents of infidelity taking place since. Number 1. Hugh Grant. Hugh got caught cheating in the most public way possible. In 1995, he was arrested after he was caught getting down with a lady of the night in public. Not only is that rough, but he was dating actress and model Elizabeth Hurley at the time. At first, Elizabeth kept quiet and refused to comment until 2 months following his arrest. She went on record saying that she felt like she had gotten shot when she heard what he had done. The night lady, Divine Brown, was hounded by the press over and over for her side of the story, with one outlet even paying her $100,000 for her side. Brown was eventually sentenced for 180 days in jail due to a violation of her probation, while Grant was made to pay a $1,000 fine and attend an education program for medical stuff. During an interview with Jay Leno, Grant went on record claiming that he did abominable things and Liz was amazing about it. Despite what many news outlets were reporting, Elizabeth was very supportive of Grant and the couple tried to work things out. But unfortunately, they officially called it quits in 2000 and now Hugh Grant is a villain for some reason. He's a bad guy in every movie now.